HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson, let's go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. CIAA or the CIAC. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. They're from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA or the CIAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CIAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CIAC. It don't matter where you're coming from, cause we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on.
Hey everybody, what is really happening? It's February 3rd, 2021. Welcome to Black History Month. I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the show today, the HBCU Alumni House Party. Doing things a little different because I'm multitasking all over the place, but I'm so glad to have you here. As you saw when we got started, we're raising money and we are celebrating Cheyney University, Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Again, it's all about HBCU alumni supporting all HBCU. Now, I keep going back and saying this because I'm proud of it. The fact that you all helped me raise over $138,000 in 6 months. So we're going to do a little bit more. So now we're going to try to raise money between February and December. We got a few more months. We can raise a few more dollars. Right? If nothing else, we got to see how much money we can raise because our goal this week is to raise money for these two institutions. Now, last year, real quick, just so you know, just because you didn't see the graphic, is last year we raised for these two. Let me check the right number. So last year, Cheyney University, we raised $490. Raised $490 for Cheyney University last year, and also last year we raised $2,501 for Lincoln University. Now campaigns go from Monday to May. Monday, so we just started this past Monday, February 1st, and it's gonna go all the way to next week. I need your help. It means you can help me raise this money. Come on, put 5 on it. You can put 10 on. You can put whatever you can put on it. You don't even have to go into Lincoln or Cheyney. Doesn't matter. Just make a donation, right? And so again, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button, hit that share button, let somebody know you're watching. I need to see what's going on real quick. Dontavius Williams, all the way from Clinton College. Sir, how you doing? Somebody says, I want one of those sweatshirts that you got to have. Listen, this sweatshirt right here, this one right here. Listen, I've been thinking about 2 days. Once I got in the mail, like, listen, it's great. It's warm. It's comfortable. I wish I had a promo code to give you, but I don't have one right now. But I'm gonna show find me one. I'm gonna show get me. If I can save, you can save. We all can save, right? All right. So I'm gonna see. Let me see what else I got to watch on the show right now. Hey, we got Monique Robinson all the way from Texas. Hey, yes, I know. I might wear something. You want one? My good friend Vanessa Sparks from New York City. What's going on? How you doing out here in these streets? All right. So listen, I'm gonna shout out some more people. Don't forget to mention us where you are watching the show from. Represent your HBCU, represent your city, represent your Greek organization. Now, right after this break, we are going to be talking to, we're gonna visit the camp of Cheyney University right after this. So y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to just put some more comments in the chat. I'm gonna start getting ready for the next segment. Right back, right after this.
Even though there is so much against us,
you will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey everyone, let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this, and this, and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie for University TV, and today we're touring Cheyney University. I actually have a very special treat for you. We have our very own personal tour guide.
Hi everybody, I'm Cara Craig. I'm a student here at Cheyney University. We are the first Black institution for higher education in the USA, and we were founded in 1837.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
All right, I think we should get this tour started. What do you say?
Let's go!
All right, come on, guys.
Cheyney University of Pennsylvania is suburban in setting, located just 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia and just 15 minutes from Wilmington, Delaware. The U has 29 buildings on its 275-acre campus with a beautiful historic quadrangle dating back to the early 1900s.
In terms of diversity, they welcome the minorities for HBCUs with open arms, and it's a real learning experience. You get to learn the African-American culture and what it's really all about.
CU is a moderately selective 4-year institution.
A lot of the alumni, they want to get back to Cheyney. They love Cheyney. Without Cheyney, they wouldn't be who they are today. So when they do come back, they give themselves completely to us. They give us resources, connections, and just opportunities that without them, we would not have.
The university is historically known for producing excellent teachers and business leaders.
A few of Cheyney's signature programs include the Keystone Honors Academy,
the Aquaculture Research and Teaching Laboratory, and the accredited Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management Program, which is listed as one of the top 20-degree producers for African American, Hispanic, Asian American, and American Indian students, according to Diverse Issues in Higher Education.
I'd say the best thing about Cheyney University is that, one, we're an HBCU, which gives us a very unique education in a different, unique context. The other thing I would say about it would be our class size, which allows the students to have a really good reputation and rapport with our faculty members. And in addition to that, I think it also makes it so that since we are a small university, when people go throughout their program, they have many and repeated opportunities to interact with these faculty members. So at the end of the day, when they graduate, they really feel like we're part of a family.
Check it out. Cheyney has a new state-of-the-art residence hall that opened in fall of 2012 with living learning communities.
Plus, there are 4 more awesome halls where you can have tons of fun, and there are tons of activities.
Speaking of activities, Cheyney is a busy place. There are over 40 active student organizations to join. All students are members of the Student Government Cooperative Association, SGCA, which sponsors many educational, cultural, and social events.
They also have the Divine Nine, which is really just the 9 fraternities and sororities represented on campus.
We also have 4 different modeling groups that are currently on campus, 4 different fashion organizations. Awesome. We do runway, we do fashion shows, we have artists come up and perform at our shows, we make our clothes, we have other guest designers come in and debut their clothes. It's just a lot going on.
Wow.
We have concerts, we have rappers coming out, we have the fraternities and sororities stepping, showing off all their stuff, all the moves that they've been practicing all year. Cookouts.
Before 60 Minutes correspondent Ed Bradley heard the ticking of the clock, he heard the howling of the wolves at Cheyney.
Thank you guys for joining us on our tour of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. And thank you so much, Cara, for touring us around your gorgeous campus.
It was my pleasure.
For University TV, I'm Natalie, and I'll see you guys later.
Hope to see you soon.
And there you go. You got it. Cheyney University. Welcome back to the show. Once again, I'm Anthony Brown, the host of the HBCU Alumni House Party. And again, we are raising money for Cheyney University and for Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Now, our first guest is coming on the show right now to talk about his alma mater, the brothers. Oh, I'm going to cross my fingers. I hope I get this right. For Wise Field. He is a 2010 political science major with the Cheyney, member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. My brother, so glad to be here. He went on beyond Cheyney and got his master's in business administration. He says Cheyney University gave me, as a young man from West Philadelphia, born and raised, kidding, opportunity to be the most genuine and authentic self at a critical stage in my life, and provided me with access to 2 full-ride academic scholarships, my undergrad and graduate studies. He encourages everyone to contribute to Cheyney, which plays a critical role in advancing the university as a whole. Y'all, come on, right? Put your hands together, show some love. He's coming onto the field, just Bob. Now, what's going on, everybody? Yay!
Hey, what's going on,
What's going on, brother? You doing all right?
I'm doing good, and I appreciate the energy, man. I needed this evening.
Yeah, listen, I know you just getting up and all that.
Thanks for the
you
introduction.
just getting the phone. You just talking about, I can give you a quick little applause.
Yeah.
You just getting the 2 hours ago. I'm like, bro, I need you like now. I need you like right now. You can't say no. What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, everything is everything. I'm happy to be here. One of my elders, who's a former administrator at the university, reached out to my network, and eventually got to me that they needed someone to speak about their experience of Cheyney University, and I'm more than happy. I'm elated to do that. Cheyney University, as I really reflect on, the significance of attaining Cheyney, like it changed the trajectory of my life. If you understood where I actually came from and where I come from. So yeah, happy to be here.
Wow. Okay. So wait a minute. I'm multitasking here. All right. So let's talk about Cheyney, Philadelphia. And you said they just had to out that neighborhood. We got to do something better and different with his life. What was that like?
Indeed, yeah. So I grew up in an Overbrook section of West Philly. So when you started to sing the Fresh Prince theme song, that resonated. My aunties used to go to him and Jazzy Jeff's parties and whatnot in West Philly. So, but yeah, I used to play basketball on that playground that he talks about, that he raps about in that song. But yeah, for me, shoot, honestly, man, it wasn't until, years after I graduated undergrad, eventually went and got my MBA from Temple University through a scholarship that I had earned at Cheyney University, that I realized, like, honestly, how poor I was. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a very insulated Black community, grew up in a Black Baptist church. My father was Nation of Islam, so I grew up in Black Muslim community and whatnot. And we enjoyed life. Life was always as good as we could make it and whatnot, but it wasn't easy. And I was always grateful because I did have a 2-parent household. I had friends and associates who didn't have, what we had, but it wasn't until I started to get these degrees and get a graduate degree and get more integrated into mainstream society that I put things in perspective of what it took to get me from West Philly to where I'm at now. And Cheyney University was a critical stepping stone for me making, that trajectory move to where I'm at now. When I really look at all my friends, some of my family members who are not alive, or if they are alive, they haven't advanced professionally and academically in the ways that I have. So Cheyney University is amazing. It was created as an access institution to create access for underprivileged, underdeveloped folk who are geniuses and great folk in their own right, but just they were outside of the mainstream economy, right? And they had to, figure out how to survive and thrive. But Cheyney said, nah, y'all have access to quality higher education. And all I knew was great things when I heard about Cheyney coming up through high school and in the Philadelphia public schools. And my mom told me that Cheyney was like the Harvard for educators. If you wanted to get your education degree, you came to Cheyney University. And most of my teachers, Jim Ellis, who the movie Pride is based off of, was my geometry teacher, and he's a Cheyney alum and a member of Kappa Alpha Psi from Cheyney University. And I didn't even know the connection. So, Cheyney's been playing a role in my life before I even went to Cheyney, and it's still, the value is just like tenfold, you know what I mean, since I've graduated back in 2010.
So now, Fawad, let's talk about. Tell me about that one professor. The difference. that one professor that they was able to pull that light switch and maybe you know what? And it not been for Professor.
Yeah, Dr. Zoe Spencer. Yeah. If it wasn't for Dr. Zoe Spencer, among many other professors and alum who were major active, but Dr. Zoe Spencer, she has been teaching at Virginia State University, but she captured me during my first year, 2 years at the university, and she was my sociology professor. Again, I got my BA in political science. I did a stint at Middlebury Language School through an opportunity at Cheyney University where I studied Spanish during the summer in an intensive immersion program. But Dr. Zoe Spencer, she was the one that taught me about liberation, about revolution. She taught me about simple acts as like treating women with respect was revolutionary, And at a critical time in my development as a human being and as a man, that was super important to have somebody like her wrap her arms around me and not just teach me some thorough stuff around historical materialism and interplay with what was going on a college campus and also the state system that we were in, which wasn't our best friend, being one of the only HBCUs publicly owned by the state system. A little different than Lincoln, which is state related, but we have similarities. She really was that anchor, that rock. And if you ever watch A Different World and whatnot, like she embodied like that intimacy, right? Like you're not only gonna get this education, but I'm gonna give you these life skills, what it means to be. She helped me to transition into adulthood. She helped make sure Cheyney University was a really good rites of passage for me so that I became a well-rounded individual.
All right, so now real quick before we get up out of here and we take a quick break, let's talk about, I'm going to pull up the numbers in a minute. But again, we're all about encouraging all HBCUs, or matter of fact, anybody who's watching right now. So if there are any Cheyney alum that are watching the show right now, you say something in the chat so we can give you a shout out. So I need all my Cheyney University alums. Come on, make some noise. Let us know that you're here. And so we can put you on the screen real quick. Like I got the donation tab right here. Put your name out here. So before we get up out of here, let's share with everyone why someone supporting university today or throughout the week.
Why should they support Cheyney University? So it's a good question. Yes. So Cheyney University has two scholarships, the Keystone Scholarship and Bond Hill. And actually, Cheyney and Lincoln both share these scholarships. And it creates opportunities for students attending Cheyney University to go on a full ride academic scholarship. They target young folk from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and other spaces. And you don't have the financial burden of actually attending a quality university, and you get access to going to Penn State, Temple University, University of Pittsburgh to get your PhD in whatever, and education, in medicine, or get your MBA like I did. So you should invest in Cheyney University because your investment will go a long way. Your investment to the Cheyney Foundation allows them to grant folk like similar to me with scholarship opportunities and push the conversation around what types of infrastructure university needs, push that conversation forward. So making a contribution, whether it's $500 or $500 or $5,000, is going to make a major difference for the university as well as its students. So please contribute today. And after you contribute, make sure you send the link to someone else and maybe 10 other folk so that they can donate as well.
So on the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that for 2021 season, again, this is our first week as we start the campaign for 2021. And right now we are at $65. Now we raised $490 last year. So right now we're at $65 it takes. You can put 10 on it. You know, I think I'm already good for my 10. I'm over a good 10 on each one of the schools tonight because I just feel inclined to do so. Like I just, I can't tell what anybody else is doing. I don't do. So, but again, whatever you can do, it doesn't matter if this is one of your institutions. This is not your HBCU, but I think we all can take care of all of our HBCU room for all of us. And when it's your school for your turn, then you can show up and show out. Well, come on and put 5 on this one right now or put 10 on this one right now. So thank you for the 11 folks who have donated so far. But again, I like what you said, brother. You said not only get the link here, but then share. You got to do that part. You got to share and invite and challenge somebody else to give as well. Oh, now, listen, before we get up out of here, let me just check the chat real quick. Did anybody show up? I think I did see. I don't know if she put her name in the chat. Whatever. I did see someone say a little bit earlier they were logging in. It was somebody from Cheyney who was making a donation. But okay, let me see this. I think somebody just made it. Let me see. Let me refresh it real quick. Did somebody make it quick? I get excited about these things. Look at that, $75 already. Just in them 5 minutes, we got $75. So before you do something else, hit that like, hit that share, and make sure you are making a donation to this amazing institution. We already had a chance to watch and see some of the opportunity. Listen, but don't go nowhere, because after we talk to our goodies, nephew from Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, I'm going to bring you back, and we're going to have a good conversation about this big decision. Have, some of y'all, how it's a story I don't even like to get involved with. That's not my fight, not my struggle. I'm going to support them all. I'm going to support them all regardless. With that, listen, thank you for being here today. And you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be back in a few moments. But we'll be right back about Lincoln University right after this.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
America, land of the free. It's at the core of who we are. Freedom. The freedom to live without fear, to drive through all 50 states, to sleep safely in our own beds, the freedom to jog where we please, to watch birds in the park, to wear a hoodie, the freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because no matter your religion, gender, disability, age, race, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Hey, we're back to the HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm Anthony Brown, your host of the show. Listen, so we've already talked about Cheyney University. So now we're going to go right down the street to Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Now, we thought this year we would do the camp to go with some of our oldest HBCUs first and then start to work our way around the country. So, for Black History Month, we want to start with Lincoln and Cheyney. And then we're going to go to Wilberforce and Clark and Shaw and some of the more older, more established HBCUs in reference of Black History. We're going to start hitting some other schools throughout the year. And we're going to tell you about some other schools that raise money for them in February, a little bit later on in the show. But without any further ado, let me go and talk about these sisters here. They call it, I'm going to mess it up because I call it the Auntie Hour. It could be called something else, but let me introduce. First, I'm going to start off with my good friend. Her name is Heather Beasley. She's right here in Cleveland, Ohio. She's a 2008 graduate. She was a secondary education major. She is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Now she went on and got her master's in education and higher education administration. She's a director of 2 upward bound programs. She's helping students get to college, even to this day. Look, she's doing the thing. I love it. I've had a chance to work with her on some productions and projects right here in Cleveland. She's amazing. So y'all, my good friend, good Judy, all around just girlfriend for everybody. Y'all show some love, for my good friend Heather Beasley in news.
Hey everybody.
It's just one part of that. Give me what is the official name of the podcast?
No, it's Auntie Hour. You were right.
Oh, all right. Oh, awesome. Good. I got it. The Auntie Hour. Okay. So now let's talk about. Oh my God. Somebody was calling me. All right. So now next, let's bring on somebody else from the Auntie Hour. Is it Shaquan? Shaquan is located in New York. She also a 2008 graduate, criminal justice sociology major. She got her master's education, master's early childhood education, and advanced in school building leadership. Come on, administration. I see you out here in this street. And she's a member of Delta Sigma Theta. Y'all make some noise. Auntie in the house. Number 2. What's good, sis? How you doing?
What's good? How are you? I've never had an introduction before, so that was amazing.
I'm all here for the aunties and giving y'all some love and some showing up, shout out. But we're not done yet. Listen, the Auntie Hour, they cut up. I had them. They were on club last night, cutting the food, having an amazing time. So we also got the squad. We got Tasha Armstead, all the way from Los Angeles, California, another 2008 mass communications, TV and radio major. Listen, right now she's a comedic actress and writer out there in LA doing the girl. Let me hold. I know you got it. Listen to me while I'm acting like, oh, but she got something. I don't know what she got, but she got something. But y'all gonna bring her on to the show right now. Gonna make some noise. Lincoln, make some noise right now. Talking in the house. What's good? But you got your microphone on mute. Turn the phone on.
Your volume.
That's even better than I was doing all that with no sound. Just thank you for that introduction. I just feel like, oh my God, I feel like a star time.
Yeah, we out here. We out here. But last but not least, it's Auntie Hour. Y'all got to get up on Dominique. She about to come down this runway. Yeah. Listen, Dominique's a 2009 graduate. She majored in human service. She's now working in the service profession, and she is the chair of Young Alumni Committee for the Alumni Association of Lincoln University. Y'all, she putting some work in all around this country trying to get young people involved. Here she comes. Y'all better make some noise. Dominique in the house.
I'm loving this intro. Listen, when we do our live podcast, you have to be there. We don't have any money, but we'll figure out how to fly you out. We can buy you some smoothies. We'll buy you some sweet need. We're just gonna off fly the Come on now. $50.
Oh, we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. But I ain't got no answer. We gonna call him the auntie. We gonna call him the nephew. He the cousin. Or the aunties. I'm so glad to actually have him here because every so often, ladies and gentlemen, we do get somebody from the institution whenever we can get the president or the alumni affairs director, or we can get somebody from the institutional environment, the person who's like, he gonna show you where the money at, and he gonna be able to, he out here I'm helping him raise this money. Y'all put your hands together for my good brother Rich in the house. I'm so glad to bring him on the show. What's going on, bro? As soon as his camera come on in, is he in here? Is he in here? Is he coming? Is he coming? Don't tell me he froze. Is he free?
It's gonna figure itself out.
I hope not.
Oh man!
All that live.
Shout out, well,
I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get him in the house.
L, you.
All right.
Lincoln Pride.
Yeah. There you go, bro.
There we go.
All right. 2012 in the house.
Hey, Tia. You got a shout out real quick from Tia Marche talking about what's good.
Hey, girl.
Thank you for the good work. Appreciate it. My good friend Woody from Grambling talking about Woody, we out here trying to raise his money again, man. We out here trying to do it. All right, so let's talk to our auntie and nephew today, y'all. Let's talk about Lincoln University. Y'all, what's happening? Oh my God.
Lincoln Pride.
I won't do the other chair.
We're not doing the other part.
We're not going to do the other chair. No, that's what we're not going to do. Okay, so we've been in the house, y'all. We have not been able to be on the yard of our campus. You are giving me homecoming vibes right now. I just wish I was on somebody's spot right now, just chilling with my feet up.
And this is its energy all the time. All the time.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
I think the next campaign needs to be for one of these major brands to hire you to do one of those national homecoming shows. You need to Coca-Cola needs to hire you for sure. Because you embody the energy.
Let me give a shout out. Here's this gentleman right here, y'all remember him from last night, Wally Gibson from Steelman. He was on my Clubhouse show last night. He's in the audience right now. What's up, family? What's up, family? I see Wilberforce, get ready because you coming up next week. But anyway, let's real quick. I'm just gonna go around the circle real quick. And I want you all just to tell me when I put you on the big screen. Tell me about your fondest moment at Lincoln University. We're gonna start with
All right, let's get the party started then. Okay. Fondest memory. Ooh, it's so many. I I'm on the spot, so I can't really think of one particular one. Oh, I got a good one. So the way there was this one day where I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, and Dominique, and they know a story about that. Dominique and Heather, because I feel like I don't know where Shaquan was that day, but Dominique and Heather were putting on something for NCNW, National Coalition of Negro Women, and they were putting on this big, nice banquet hall that everybody had paid a nice little pretty penny for. And I was pregnant and hungry on campus. I was like at least 8 months pregnant, and I was like, where are you guys going? And they were like, we're going to the banquet. And I was like, can I come? And it was like, oh my God, Tasha. They put me in a car and took me, and I forgot what the fancy restaurant was, but everybody else had paid but me. But I just was so grateful to my HBCU sisters, because I was like, I just had a great, I think it was like was it Maggiano's? It was something like that. And I hosted the whole event. I made everybody laugh, and it was a good time. And my pregnant self ate some good food that day, or else I would have had to go to the calf. So that was one of my fondest memories.
Shout out to NCNW. You earned your meal that day, though.
I did. I came back to the meeting next week.
Not the meeting the next day. She's like, I'm still coming to get this meeting in. I'm gonna get this food in for now. Let's talk about you.
My fondest memory, I have to say, my fondest memory would be the day that I got dropped off at Lincoln. The very first day is my fondest memory, because I cried and cried and cried for hours and beg my mama to take me back to New York. But within,
I cried for, I cried for a week, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
I cried for hours. I looked around. I was like, "There's nothing out here. What kind of place is this? This can't be real. I gotta go back. It's too quiet. It stinks. There's bugs." Yes. So I was upset. But by that night, maybe the morning after a couple more hours of sniffling, I just felt like, I felt at ease. I felt like I had already found like my people. And that was the beginning of a wonderful journey. So that was one of my fondest memories.
It's me. Oh, it's me. So mine is also an NCNW story. So if you realize they're all 2008, I'm 2009. How did I get in there, right? So came into NCNW, being me, how can I help? First event we had with National Council of Negro Women, Heather was the something at the time. She wasn't the president yet. Not at the time. She was about to be. Oh yeah, you on accident. So I had to help her make gift bags. So I go to her room, and this is the year before her and Tasha lived. Her and Shaquan, and then Tasha lived in there by default. But this is before they lived together. So all of them are in this different building with upperclassmen, just having a great time. I mean, people just doing all types of fun stuff that was fun to me as a freshman. And I said I was never leaving. I remember the day clearly, sitting on Heather's floor, watching everybody just play around. Knew none of the people. They would speak to me, but they kept their business going. I was like, these are my friends, and I'm never leaving.
And she didn't.
At all.
Awesome.
I always tell people, like, they tell you don't feed the animals. Well, she fed this monkey. Oh wait, can I say that? Because I don't want nobody else thinking they can call me a monkey. I'm gonna take the bait. She fed this lion.
We're not doing that.
She fed this lion, because that's what I am. She fed this lion, and then honey, I kept coming back and never left.
I love it. I love it. And Heather, what about you? Well, listen, I see all your fondest memories. Every time you go back to homecoming, you be turned.
A little bit.
I mean, in a good way. A good way.
I'll take that. I'll say one of my fondest memories is being able to go to New Orleans. I don't know what year it was, but me and Dominique got to go to 2007, 2 years after Katrina. So 2 years after Katrina, the school sponsored a trip to go to Katrina and help clean up. And so like it was a group of kids who really didn't know each other. We just all knew we went to school together. We went down there, we cleaned up. We made a difference. We made friends. And so like we all came back with a bond that we wouldn't have had without that. And I got to go to the Million More March 2004, 2005 with the school as well. So like they were big on exposure and taking us different places and letting us see other parts of life. So shout out to Lincoln.
Awesome. Now, were all you all, I'm going to come to you in a moment, Rich. Were all of you a part of NCNW?
No, just me and Heather.
And me, don't forget about me.
You kept saying we wouldn't let you in it.
No, I was in it after the meal, remember? Yeah, I was.
Shaquan, did you ever? Shaquan, what happened? I thought you was coming with us. What happened? You ever joined?
I don't want to talk about y'all on live.
Okay, so we'll say the podcast. Listen, all right. So now, before we get, let me go over here real quick. Let me go to Rich real quick and talk about his experience real quick. Rich, are you there? So let's talk about your experience at Lincoln.
My experience at Lincoln was awesome. Actually, I'm trying to think about my fondest memory because there's so many. But I kind of think back. I served on a royal court, and that was an amazing experience. I was Mr. Orange and Blue for the university, which is basically an ambassador under Mr. Lincoln. But I think that one of the best experiences that I had was being able to. It sounds crazy, but we sat out in the rain during the 2008 election when Barack Obama was being elected, and we got news coverage. And we just really, it felt like we were like, fighting for a cause. So that was really good. They tried to get us out of there. They tried to take the polling place off the campus and thought we weren't going to stand out there and vote. It started raining. We had the people of another kind telling us to go back where we came from. It was a really crazy experience, but we we hung in there, we fought, and then afterwards, when Barack was announced the winner, we had a party on the campus, and it was crazy.
Not the party on campus. I love it. I love it. So now listen, before we, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are at Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. The link is in the chat. We also, you see it right here at the bottom of the screen. But before we a little bit more about the campaign and allow our aunties and our nephew talk about the importance to give and support Lincoln. And if you've never been to the campus before, we want to be able to show what this beautiful campus looks like. Some of the alums that saw a little piece of it, like, wait a minute, what campus is? They were looking like, what campus is that? You could do a lot with drone cameras now. When you get on top and you doing that aerial shot, that bird's eye view, you see a whole new vantage. So let's go to Lincoln University and go check out the campus real quick.
This is Lincoln.
A place bigger than yourself. The pride, the joy, the hope, the love.
The first Black degree granting university where preparation meets opportunity.
Learn, liberate, lead.
Where you don't just meet friends, you meet family. Where you don't just learn, you educate. Where you don't just live, you come alive. It's more than pen, it's more than paper.
It's the experience, the challenge, the fight, the grit, the passion. Making a difference, take a step, bring others with you. This is what we are. This is LU.
Welcome to Lincoln University, the nation's first degree-granting, historically Black college and university. Our 422-acre campus is located in southern Chester County, Pennsylvania. Our Office of Academic Support is committed to assisting the Lincoln community in building a culture of academic excellence. To do so, we provide academic coaching and advising, professional and peer tutoring, and student development workshops. Our $28 million Health and Wellness Center opened in September 2012. The facility contains basketball courts, classrooms, administrative and faculty offices, a track, rock climbing wall, weight and fitness equipment, health clinic, and a healthy eating cafe. Ivory V. Nelson Center for the Sciences houses the teaching and office needs of some of our STEM majors, including chemistry and biology, physics, mathematics, nursing, and computer science. Langston Hughes Memorial Library is named for one of Lincoln University's most famous graduates. The facility contains reading lounges, computer labs, areas for microforums, individual and group study rooms, university archives, and more. The Ware Center for Arts houses our visual and performing arts, foreign languages, and music programs. University Dining Hall has something for everyone. From salads to soul food, we've got you covered. Welcome to the Student Union Building, commonly referred to as the Sub. Inside the Student Union building, you'll find our Office of Financial Aid, Office of Residence Life, our campus bookstore, Student Government Association offices, a theater, a barbershop, and more. At Lincoln University, there's something for everyone. Whether you're joining one of our 50 clubs and organizations, joining a fraternity or sorority, participating in our Division II athletics, intramural sports, gospel choir, concert choir, there's something for everyone. Lincoln University educates and empowers students to lead their communities and change the world. We can't wait to see you on campus.
That was powerful.
That was good.
Oh my God.
No, a thug tear.
I'm ready to go back.
I was tearing up, like seriously. I was
How
like,
do I enroll? I'm coming back. I want to go to that school.
But like, we had no fitness center like that. Wait a minute.
Listen, the library didn't look like that either. Okay,
Where was the treadmills when I was?
it was there getting built. It was when it was getting built.
It's when we were in them trailers.
Why we
Yeah.
gotta let people know when you give and support your HBCU, institutions are able to do these major improvements so alumni can be amazed by this.
Yeah, we can
So
figure
Rich,
out how
let's go to you. Since you
I'm ready to go back.
listen, so Rich, you work in institutional advancement. Why don't you share with our viewing audience the importance of why we should be giving to Lincoln University today?
Sure. So, first of all, it's a pleasure to work at my alma mater. And what Lincoln really stands for is a model for all HBCUs. So ultimately, founded in 1854, Lincoln is the first HBCU. And what we do is we educate and empower students to lead their communities. We have four major funding priorities right now at Lincoln. One is need-based scholarships. What we recognize is that most students stop out of college because they can't pay for college. So ultimately, when we ask for people to give to Lincoln, we ask for it to be unrestricted so that the university can use the dollars for the greatest need, and that's usually need-based scholarships. The second funding priority is internships and co-curricular opportunities for our students, also faculty development, and then IT and infrastructure. Those are the four main components that we really focus on. We're asking for people to donate to Lincoln because it helps the sustainability of the university, helps push it forward to the next level, and we're looking to really be a top liberal arts school higher education, not just HBCU, but top. Right now, we're currently top 20 in the nation in HBCUs, and we're just trying to continue that legacy on.
Awesome. I love that. I love that you shared that with now. Again, all monies raised, I didn't say this earlier, but all monies that we raise does not never touches my hand. And people are like, well, Anthony, how we know? Even though I do work for UNCF, all money that's raised goes from the donor, you all watching us today, straight to the institution. Goes straight from you. You will receive a tax receipt from Facebook on behalf of the institution that you give to. So you got it for your tax purposes for filing, and then it goes straight to the school. So after we close the campaign by next Monday, give it about 4 or 5 weeks. You know, in a typical situation, the money will be then transferred right to the institutional advancement office. So right now, someone just says, hold on. Someone, I don't know, is this somebody you all know that says you guys haven't been to homecoming in a minute? That's somebody you all know.
Yes, sir. That's my guy. I know him.
Okay. We've been there.
All right,
we've been there.
Letting y'all know we ain't seen y'all at homecoming in a minute. But anyway, I just want to let you all know that. So now,
I'm like, well, during the corona, no, but
virtually.
He's saying that because y'all said y'all haven't seen the new buildings yet, but y'all have seen the buildings.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, at home,
it hits you a little bit different when you seeing it from above.
And then they saying all that stuff, you know, it's like Lincoln is not where you meet your friends, it's where you meet your family. And it's like, yes, it is. You
It
know,
is. That's how we the aunties. That's why we the aunties.
the dramatic music behind
And
it.
no, and so like I stood outside the library. I've never been inside the new library. So
Your library look good. Ooh, y'all better.
We gotta go up on a Friday before the activity starts.
I'm gonna be there on the first day. They start on the Monday. That's when I'm getting there. We pulling up. Okay.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have raised $135 for Lincoln University. Okay. So now, mind you, we raised $2,500 for Lincoln University in 2020. So I need all those folks who gave last year. I need y'all to come on back, and then I need you to reach back and find somebody else to give. So we got 135. Let me refresh the screen just in case somebody might have given while we were talking just now, just to make sure I don't miss nothing. Just in case. Okay, we're still at 135. It's still at 135. All right. So, but again, we're gonna drop the link in the chat just in case you might have missed it, saying, "Well, I don't see the link. Where is that?" Oh, somebody just said, here we go. I met my lifelong friends at Lincoln U in 1975. They both changed my life because of the radio station.
The radio station, yes.
Shout out to my old show I used to have.
It was something going on with the radio station we can know about.
Oh no, I used to have. That's how I started. I had a radio show my freshman year at Lincoln. What was that radio station called? WWLU or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good memories. Good memories.
Awesome. All right. So with that, I am so excited. Aunties, now let's talk about real quick before we get invited. Let's talk about your podcast real quick. So let everybody know how they can check you all out on a regular.
Let's start with Heather.
Oh, who we are?
You gotta give the spiel.
Oh, okay.
Well, then we start with Shaquan then.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Go Shaquan, then Nana.
What?
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Well, you know.
So y'all can find us on any of the major streaming platforms. We on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are on I can't remember the name of the first one that we started. Anchor. So you can listen to us just about anywhere. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and we now have a Facebook page, so you can search Auntie Hour and you'll find us. If you happen to see two women that do not look like us, that is not it. You'll know when you find us. It's bold and it just lets you know that you've arrived.
Yeah, so Auntie Hour is 100% realness, and that's what you can expect.
Hold on real quick. Let me shout out real quick. Let me shout out Dontavius Wiggins from Clinton College, who said he got 5 on it. Just want to say thank you real quick. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Dontavius.
Thank you, Dontavius.
Yes.
Somebody let you all know that said I met my kids, aunts, and uncles at Lincoln University. Okay.
That's right. We did too. That's right.
No, we raised Tasha's daughter. We are for real.
They are her for real.
Oh, okay. All right, anyway,
My daughter lived in Heather and Shaquan's room. When you come to the show, really is 100% realness. We talk about where we are in the moment in life. We're all in our 30s, and we just talk about what that transition looks like when you realize, oh crap, I'm an adult and I have to deal with this. That no one told me life was going to be like this. I heard y'all talking, but it didn't sound like it was for me. So you hear us kind of talking through some of that, talking about how we feel about things that's happening in the world, as well as things that shouldn't be happening in the world. And we just go through the gamut. We going to laugh, we going to cry, we going to check each other, we going to celebrate each other, and we're going to celebrate you. So that's why you come in.
Amen.
Okay, then. All right.
Now what's the foundation of it all is that we were all 4 women from 4 different cities. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Come together with one purpose, and that purpose is what Dom just said, to bring you 100% realness. Did I do it right, y'all?
Okay. And Lincoln made who we are. So Lincoln
brought us together.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Right after this, we're going to bring back Fawaz real quick and talk about this whole, this love that we have between Lynn and Cheyney. We're going to talk about the love between these two institutions. And if we got time, we might even play us a quick round of HBCU this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like, oh my God. They're like, what's that? They all like, Heather, no. They all looking like, I mean, like, wait a minute, what's that all about? So, y'all don't touch that dial. We'll be right back right after this.
Celebrating the history of UNCF, the impact in our community, and how you can help with its mission. UNCF, an evening of Indiana Stars Throwback Telethon Special, February 12th on WRTV.
Tonight, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and you can help to ensure that young students across Central Ohio get the opportunity to go to college. Tonight, Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther has a message about the impact that you could have on the life of a local student.
For nearly 80 years, the United Negro College Fund has strived to change the narrative of historically black colleges and universities across the nation by equipping students of color with the resources necessary to be a major success. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther, a major supporter.
You and I both know all the research and data out there that makes the direct correlation between educational attainment and economic prosperity.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste, UNCF's iconic motto, a call to the community to invest in the future of kids, the overall aim to guide young people towards a better future.
And this is what this luncheon is all about. It's about paying it forward, but investing in ourselves, because by investing in young people today, it means we're going to have a better quality of life and better future leadership in this city in the future.
And ABC6 is one of the proud sponsors of the Mayor's Luncheon. The free virtual event will be held on Facebook Live on February 5th. For more information on how you can donate, head on over to our website.
So we hope you can join us this coming Friday for the Columbus virtual Mayor's Luncheon. But right now, we are talking about Cheyney University and Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Again, we've been raising money all night for these two and all week. So any money we raise from now until Monday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all goes straight to those institutions. And welcome back all of our guests for today's show. Wow, this is a full screen today. Boy, look at here. We looking like the Showing Up Brady Bunch right now. Shoot, let me just go and get some situations. Yeah, we're looking like the Brady Bunch for real, y'all. So how y'all? Okay, so now, with that said, I love the fact, again, on Tuesday night, let me let you all know again, on Tuesday nights, you can catch us on Clubhouse. I got my good co-host, Carly Hill, and actually Heather. They kind of helped me moderate. Well, that's them. That's their thing. I just popped in yesterday just to be nosy. I just wanted to see what they were talking about. But so they host our Clubhouse version of this house party, and we have different topics we talk about. Because yesterday we talked about your HBCU. What was it?
I'm successful AF. I'm successful AF because of my HBCU.
I'm successful AF because of my HBCU. Next week we got another topic. We're gonna be bringing on some alums from Wilberforce and Clark Atlanta, and anybody else for that matter who want to come and be a part of that conversation. We'll talk about the campaign and get them ready for the Wednesday night show. So it's a combo deal. We hit them high, we hit them low. So, but we talked about last night, because we always hear this controversy. Well, I heard it. Let me put it like that. I've heard it. This controversy between who is the original first historically black college or university. But first of all, let's let the Saints know real quick, for those who are watching us. Understand something, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not know, we got the label HBCU, and it wasn't for people who looked like it was the government who put this label on us in 1965 and told us we had to educate African Americans, but we couldn't exclude nobody. That we had to be accredited by some accrediting association we had no control over, and we had to be founded before 1965. So, in the Higher Education Act of 1965, it was a label that was put on it, but label belonged on jars and cans, not on people. We showed y'all how we can live in the label and turn that thing for our good. Somebody, come on. I'm just trying to let somebody know real quick. So we have to let you all know that we can turn the label for our good. And now all of a sudden it's the end thing to go to an HBCU because everybody want to give us some money. We good with that. But before we got the label, by date and definition, help me understand the relationship or this, who came first, the chicken or the egg?
So I guess since I did it last night, we'll talk about by date, Cheyney University is America's oldest institution of colored learning. By degree, by who gave out degrees first, Lincoln University is the first HBCU. That's the difference.
And I would say, it's all perspective and how you look at it, right? Wilberforce University is the first private HBCU, and Rich can verify this, right? Lincoln is the first private state-related HBCU, and Cheyney University is the first public HBCU, and we were founded in 1837 at the Institute of Colored Youth in Philadelphia. Notable alumni like Octavius V. Cato, who shared the stage with Frederick Douglass. So, it's all, at that time, what they were teaching at the Institute of Colored Youth, which was formerly, transitioned to Cheyney, they were teaching things that most white people didn't even get taught, Latin, the math, the sciences and whatnot. So it's all perspective. I promote that, listen, if Lincoln doesn't succeed and advance and thrive, then Cheyney failed. And the same thing, if Cheyney doesn't advance and thrive, then Lincoln failed.
Why didn't you make Dominique bigger when she was talking?
I'm trying to set this HBCU alumni symbol up on the right-hand corner.
Hey.
I can give us a spotlight real quick. He's
absolutely right. Like when we were in Clubhouse last night, I talked about how, people pick at HBCUs. No one can pick at Cheyney but a university alumni. We don't play that. We're family, and like he said, if we don't survive, they don't survive, and they don't survive, we don't survive. We're in this together. We're all out here trying to support each other. I actually just donated to Cheyney University, so I encourage everyone else to do the same.
Awesome. See, see, but you don't do that, Tippy. As a matter of fact, boom, I'm gonna put you over here.
I actually seen that. I think Heather donated too.
Yeah, I followed your lead. I was like, okay, I guess.
And we all know that across the board, there's been an attack on historically Black universities and colleges. And most recently, it's become trendy to come to HBCUs. Most of us came because there was a need. I got accepted to Morehouse College. I got accepted to Temple, Penn State, but I have a twin brother. I have a one income household, and a full ride scholarship made a lot of sense versus $42K a year going down south. And it creates access. Like right now, I'm working at Accenture. It's a top 10 consulting firm globally. And if it wasn't for Cheyney University and that scholarship, and then 4 years later, me having access to that Bond Hill scholarship, which is at Lincoln University too, I wouldn't have been where I'm at right now and being able to think about family and marriage and traveling and just get outside of my block, which a lot of my friends, a lot of my homies, they don't have that perspective or that access to that reality. And Cheyney was a game changer for me. And I know it was for my folks who went to Lincoln as well.
Correct.
So it's one HBCU to me. So donate to Lincoln University and make sure you throw some dollars over at Cheyney as well.
Awesome. Now, real quick, before we get up out of here, sometimes we play a game and we gonna play them real quick. We gonna call it HBCU this or that. Bum, 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 bum. Y'all like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. They're like, wait, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Well, okay. All right. So wait, before we do that, we got a question. I do see a question in the chat. Someone says, question to guess. They says, I am in Texas finding it hard to get people on the HBCU track until the recent events in the White House. Have you all experienced the same?
So I can kind of jump in. What I've recognized, and although it's not necessarily the best thing, and it dates back before the insurrection at the White House, but what we faced this past summer, that's when you saw a turn of the tide where corporations and a lot of people started to pour into HBCUs more. And it could be, some people say it was propaganda, but regardless of what it was, it's finally a point in time where we were actually able to be recognized. Something that's really special about Lincoln and Cheyney is that we are the two most northern HBCUs and often most forgotten as well. This past year, we recently got a $20 million gift from Mackenzie Scott, which is awesome. And what it does is it's putting us back in the forefront of people. So they might not have heard of us. So they might not have, saw, why HBCUs matter. But now, as we're moving forward, we'll be able to tell our story more and more and more. And they're starting to recognize the impact that we've had on the world previously, and then the future is ours for the taking.
Awesome.
The only thing I would add is the lack of education about the need for HBCUs until now. That's the only reason I believe some people may have been hesitant, because they didn't see the need or they didn't have the understanding of why it was important to be there, the place that it held in our African American communities. And so now I think people see the importance of supporting Black colleges and why. I can tell you from going to a predominantly white high school, there was definitely some resistance. You went to HBCUs if like they didn't think you can go anywhere else. And now the same high school I went to is like pushing HBCUs because now they understand the importance of people having a place where they feel like they belong, but also recognizing that the education is just as quality as anywhere else. Like Lincoln University was founded as the Black Princeton, just how Cheyney was founded as the Black Harvard. Even without having a connection to a white institute, we still are, and we still provide great quality education. And I think people are starting to really understand it and see that at this point.
Mm-hmm.
See, Anthony, you want to be messy. Look at all this love. Look at this. I love it.
I love it because I was coming here with the mess.
Listen, we take it back to Clubhouse. We can do it.
I mean, the rivalry is a part of our culture, right? Like it's what makes us who we are, right? Individually, as institutions, as a collective. But it's like no other. It's like any other university and their little rivalries, sports or whatever. So it's cultural, but it doesn't define us, I would say.
True.
It doesn't define our bond and our unity. I was made at Cheyney University, coming in Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and Lincoln University, new chapter Alphas, played a significant role in my development and entrance into this fraternity, right? So, like, without Lincoln, I'm not who I am today. It's not just Cheyney behind me, right? And HBCUs have to stick together because just because we get some donations today, man, like trends fade, and it's about us unifying and really leveraging these degrees and pulling others into these institutions beyond it being trending. And you can't rely on your high school counselors to big up HBCUs. My counselors talked so bad about Cheyney, it made me want to come up and see the university. And once I hit the ground, I was like, oh, this is love. This is my folk. And I made the choice to come to Cheyney. So educate your children, educate your community, and don't lean on anybody else to educate, us about what is ours.
Listen, someone said that Monique is from Wilberforce, but she said she loves her family-friendly feud with Central State. Vanessa Sparks said, sending you all the love from New York City. But anyway, real quick, let's do this real quick. I'm gonna just do one or two quick rounds of this game called HBCU This or That. So how do we play this? So this is how we play this, y'all, real quick. So let me get over here in the big screen. If I get in the big screen, hello, can I get in the big screen?
We like this.
There we go. All right. So now I'm in the big screen. So now when I put you in the big screen, my viewing audience has to guess and figure out what you're going to respond to based off of something I'm going to put on the screen. So I'm going to give you an option. And let's say, for example, we're going to go with Dominique first, right? Mm-hmm. And so my viewing audience has to think which answer she's going to give. So you have to put your answers, ladies and gentlemen, who's all watching. You got to put your answer in the chat before she gives her response. So there you go. So Dominique is going to be this or that, On campus or off campus, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think she's going to choose? Real quick, I need you to see if I can get at least 3 or 4 people to comment real quick. You think she's going to choose on campus or off campus? Somebody in the chat, let me know real quick. Let's see if we got anybody. Just Jared. Anybody else who's still watching right now? Someone says, I see some people who chiming in. Someone says on campus.
Hey, Brett.
Somebody said off campus. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go with. Tell me, which one would you have chosen?
On campus, of course, is where it's at.
Oh, that's where it was. That's where it was shaking at.
That's where
it was shaking at exactly. Yep.
Oh, look at Tasha down here. Tasha's like, yeah. She's like, you don't even know.
Oh, no, I should shut up.
She said, you don't even know. All right, so we're gonna give Tasha another one. We're gonna give her. Let's see.
Oh Lord.
Is it going to either be the dining hall or the corner spot, whatever that corner spot may have been? Oh, she looking too. She thinking about it. She thinking. So let's go to the comments real quick and see if anybody can guess what she is thinking. Is it on dining hall or that corner spot? You know, with all the good wings and the Polish boys and the barbecue sandwiches and the
mozzarella sticks.
Not the mozzarella sticks. Oh my!
You can get them in the dining hall.
Oh, somebody did say corner spot, and somebody did say the dining hall. Somebody said Lincoln Pride up in the house. All right, dining hall. Somebody called the grills. They said that someone said dining hall. Wait, there we go. It was called the grill. I wonder what was that all about.
It was called the grill. Yes, it was.
All right, so what are you thinking, Tasha?
Brittany said dining hall for the vibes. You going to agree?
I'm gonna say dining hall only because I probably would have ran out of money to go to the grill, so I would have had to go to the bag.
All right, then. Awesome sauce. I love it. All right, so let's see who we gonna go with next. Let's go to Heather. She said, "Yeah, right." If I can get her over here, my screen is just it's not cooperating with me today. Boom, there she go. All right, so for Heather, what do we go with? Let's see. Let's go. Let's give Heather. Is Heather gonna choose freshman year or senior year? OMG. Oh, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, what do you think? You think she's gonna choose freshman year?
That's a
or
real good one.
Senior year. Ooh.
Which one?
That's real good.
Thurston got quiet on this one. They thinking. They don't know. Oh, wait a minute, Lester. I mean, Heather, our good friend Lester from Wilberforce says freshman year. She looking like, I don't know. I see somebody else said freshman year from Wilberforce. Wilberforce trying to show out today. Y'all better better have that same energy next week, Wilberforce. Brittany says
they know you.
It was foolishness both years. It's kind of hard to pick now.
Oh, somebody did say senior year though. So which one was it, Heather?
I'm gonna say senior year. I'm gonna go with senior year.
What happened senior year?
A lot.
And she said, I'm gonna leave it right there.
She goes, period.
Everything happened.
She said, I'm gonna leave it right there.
Period.
Thank God she's alive.
Well, we gonna go to you. Let's see. Let's give this brother. Let's see. What do we give him? Let's see. Let's go with. Let's go with. Which one was better, do you think, on your yard? Was it SGA or Royal Court? Over down there at Cheyney. Which one was shaking? Which one? SGA or Royal Court, ladies and gentlemen? Which one do you think he's going to choose? Which one do you think he is going to choose?
Listen, at Lincoln, Miss Royal didn't play about neither one. It was both holding it down. Okay.
You was gonna do both.
Well, the church didn't got quiet on this one. I think we about to stump them real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said Royal Court. Someone I see some SGA in the house. They voting for SGA. They voting for SGA. Yep. Somebody else voted for SGA. Well, let's see. Well, who was it?
Yeah, so SGA, partly because the Royal Court, they didn't have Mr. Cheyney, they had a Miss Cheyney. I think a year or two after I graduated, they got the Mr. Cheyney, so that, I always say the Royal Court really didn't fully exist. But I was student government president my senior year at Cheyney, and we did some major things, push for first capital project building at our university, and like 3 to 4 years later, that translated into 3 capital projects, a new science building, new resident halls. So SGA, my senior year was where it was at.
Okay, I say you out here in these streets. This man out here still campaigning. Look, he's still trying to campaign to raise his money. I love it.
I'm trying to get that presidency back.
Okay. All right, so Shaquan, let me see. Look, I'm here because she out here. Listen, Shaquan out here because she's like, first of all, she's like, okay, I got a bedtime. I'm gonna be sleeping a minute, but she been hanging. She been hanging. All right, so for Shaquan, let me see. Let's go with. Do y'all think she's gonna choose marching band or concert choir? That was
perfect one for me. She hated both. So I don't know if you know this, but we didn't get a marching band until was it y'all senior year?
Yeah,
barely. I was actually a part of the first marching band at Lincoln University.
Oh my gosh! So that was just like she's like, I ain't even here for it today. She's like, it is what it is.
No, I literally wasn't there for it.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, so let's go one more. We're gonna do our last one. I think we're gonna be up out of here. Let's go with Richard. Let's go with homecoming or classic, y'all. Which one do y'all think he's gonna choose? Y'all, which one do y'all think he's going to choose? Is he going to choose? Let's go back to our audience. Let's go back into the chat real quick. Do you think he's going to choose homecoming or classic? Wow, someone says homecoming. Let's see if anybody else want to chime in real quick. And somebody else said homecoming too. I don't know. I don't. Let's see. Let's see if anybody else want to chime in real quick and see. Somebody said maybe a classic on that side. Do they do classics up here in Pennsylvania? We'll sign out in just a moment. All right. Which one? Which one? This or that?
Listen, I don't know nothing about classic, but definitely know about homecoming. And if you ain't been to a LU homecoming, you need to make that's an experience you need in your lifetime for sure.
Wow, that is absolutely.
Our classic actually is the Lincoln University Cheyney basketball game.
Awesome. Now I got one more for everybody real quick. Bow, 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 bow. We giving away Krispy Kreme donuts like right now. Right now, we giving away some Krispy Kreme donuts for somebody right now. Here it is. But the thing is, the audience gets to choose who they think can sing their school alma mater or fight song. So we're going to go to the chat real quick. If this person that you all choose can sing their school alma mater or their fight song, I got a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts just for you. Let's go to the chat real quick. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Churston got quiet, y'all.
I say we go with Cheyney since he's by here. He said he's here by himself.
Y'all got the numbers,
We know you know the song.
Y'all don't want to hear me sing nothing.
Thank you.
Oh, somebody requested Dominique.
I knew Nicole was going to say that.
Somebody requested Dominique.
Nicole, all I know is that beginning
Don, go get her some Krispy Kreme.
Like,
come on.
By your side, we'll stand.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we was able to get somebody to sing their alma mater.
I mean, what is it? Dear Lincoln, dear Lincoln, to thee was there be true. The golden honor we spend beneath our dear old orange and blue. Whatever.
All right, before we get up out of here, last thing.
Lincoln Pride.
That's the song I know.
1854.
First HBCU for sure.
Oh my goodness, there they go, y'all. So Dominic, real quick before we get up out of here, since you do work with your National Alumni Association, you want to just talk about the importance of alumni giving back or just getting involved. You know, whether you go to Lincoln or any HBCU, real quick, just talk about the importance of alumni getting involved and giving back.
So always remember that giving back is giving of your time, talent, and treasure. And while we're in this virtual world, it's very easy to give of your time, talent, and treasure. The importance of it is that you're providing assistance to a solution. Students that are currently there in the universities, they're a solution to some of the world's problems, big or small. And you giving of your time, talent, and treasure can impact the solutions that will come in the future.
That's it. And I think that goes for any HBCU, public or private, 2-year, 4-year, period. That's it. That's all. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I want to thank all of our guests for being here today. If you did not know, again, we are the HBCU Alumni United. This is the house party we do every Wednesday and even on Saturday sometime. We're raising money. If you did not know, for the month of February, we are raising money for, again, Cheyney University and Lincoln University this week. On Monday, we start Clark Atlanta University and Wilberforce University. On the 15th of February, we go to Shaw University and Virginia Union University. And February 22nd, we're going to Lemoyne-Owen College and Virginia State University. All this for the month of February. And then you can tune in a little bit later to learn about some of our other schools of the year. Now, before we get up out of here, I do want to go back real quick and look at the money we've raised so far. We've raised so far tonight. All campaigns end on Monday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you still got time. You got the link. We're going to drop the link in the chat one more time, but show some love. Lincoln University, you are already up $165. And Cheyney University, you are now at $180.
We see you.
All right, y'all trying to do the thing. Y'all trying to do the thing. You know, like we always do, I like to leave a quick little encouraging word. I don't know if anybody else has anything else they want to say. Anybody y'all want to shout out real quick? Anybody want to say any love to anybody? Let's just go around the room real quick. And then we go, Rich, I'm going to start with you. Anybody you want to shout out? You want to say some love? Just say hey to or whatever.
I just appreciate the time. You know, it's been an awesome time. I love Lincoln. I love talking about HBCUs. I'm an advocate for these young Black students, and we're going to take it to the next level.
Always Rich.
Awesome.
That was good.
I just wanted to give a shout out to my mommy. I think she's watching. I love you. And yeah, love to the HBCUs. I love Cheyney, love Lincoln, and support an HBCU if that's the last thing that you do.
Come on, that was good. Shout out to all HBCU alum, all future HBCU students. If you don't know, go educate yourself about all the different HBCUs because there are more than Howard, Hampton, Spelman, and Morehouse.
Hey, shout out to all my Lincoln alums. Shout out to the kids that are our future in the HBCU community. And shout out to my mama and my cousin and my little sister. How you doing? Love you.
I want to shout out all the Lions, past and present. And again, just to emphasize what everyone else has said, HBCUs are out there. We are here to stay. Find any of them that you want to learn more about. Get your hand on a common application. You'll get the names of all of them, and you can look up as many as you want. Support, support, support. We got to take care of us.
Well. First and foremost, shout out to HBCU Alumni United for this campaign. We love the energy, Anthony. We here. We love it here. We love it.
Anytime.
We're glad you're letting us sit with us. But support a HBCU. Don't let it just be a trend. Let it be a lifestyle.
Ooh. Oh, come on. Come on.
That's what you call a auntie gem she just dropped. Boom, boom, boom.
Did she just drop that real quick like? Someone just put it in the chat. They said, where are the donation links? So hold on. Let me just, before we get up out of here, let me drop these links one more in to Brittany Stevens, who is watching us right now. I am dropping the links in the chat one more again. I want to make sure that you got them, and anybody else. And let me shout out also to all my replayers, all the folks who are going to watch this show later on in the week or in the day. Hey, to you all. Hey, you know, like we always do every week, I always leave the show with an inspirational moment just to encourage you, to keep you motivated, keep you lifted. I got one even for you right now. So what up, man? Hey, everyone. Here's another Inspire Me moment, and today's thought is, you can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Now, you already know that change is inevitable. And with everything, there will come a time that as you go, you will grow again. Just like that favorite pair of shoes, that car you had to have, that first job you ever got. You didn't just stay there. At some point, you had to grow. The newness in your life is coming. You just need to make room, embrace it, and enjoy this new season of your life. Hey, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to share this message and go out and make today absolutely amazing. As always, thank you for doing all the social media things such as like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share this message on all your media platforms. Even more, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video or an upload. Take another look. Leave your cares behind. Hey, welcome back to the show. It's been fun, but we got to run. I want to thank all of my guests for being here today on the HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm Anthony Brown. We've been having a great time. Always remember, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you will always be amongst the stars. Know that you are a masterpiece because you are a piece of the master. And you know, as we always say, you know, we like to have fun because my HBCU is better than yours, but at the end of the day, we are still family. We will see you next Wednesday when we talk to Clark Atlanta University and Wilberforce University. I holla.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Hey, go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. CIAA or the CIAC. HBCU is where the beat. We compete, but we're family. Either from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA or the CIAC. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. Hey. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours.